All right, hello. This is take two. Apparently, I need to do recordings and then upload them because I did a live and I was like 3 minutes into it. I was giving y'all some good stuff and it just cut out on me. So I will start recording and then posting. So again, my name is Roderick Chappelle. I am on a journey starting this year, 2019, January the 8th. Where I completed successfully a 21-day water fast, followed by eating clean for 2 weeks. Went into a 3-day dry fast, 2 days of eating, another 3-day dry, 18 days of water only, and then 21 days, actually 22 days of juices. In that time frame, I lost a total of 61 pounds. I lowered my blood pressure from 161 over 101 down to as low as 115 over 75, okay? And I feel like I'm a teenager again. I literally feel like I'm like 16 years old again. I look like, I would say I look like I'm in my 30s, maybe late 20s. But I still got some work to do. Okay, I was able to get the serpent out. I was able to get the Beelzebub. The mucoid plaque is all gone. And I did it through a series of colonic. I did one colonic, the rest were enema. Sorry for the camera. So, having said all that, I want to come in today and talk about food, why it's so important, why it's so hard to overcome that challenge, why we love it so. Okay, I want to kind of answer some questions for you because food is powerful. And even now, I still love food. Okay, I love a different type of food, whereas I used to eat the fried chickens, the McDonald's, the Burger Kings, the Taco Bell was my favorite. The Pizza Hut, the Little Caesars, Papa John's was my favorite pizza. I don't crave or eat any of that anymore, but I do crave and I eat the good stuff now. But food is so important. Food is so vital in our culture. You can't do anything without food. We did a birthday party for my goddaughter. She just turned 1 2 weeks ago. It was plenty of food there, and we actually bought the cake, and I thought about it after the fact, and I was like, oh my God, we have introduced this child to sugar. Now, it was my wife's idea. I don't like throwing anybody on the bus, but it was all her idea as far as getting this cake. I stayed out of it, but after the fact, I actually was the one that delivered it, and I saw, you know, food is so powerful, especially sugar. But anyway, I digress. I'll do another video about sugar. But you can't watch TV, okay? If you don't believe me, next time you watch TV, or the idiot box as I like to call it sometimes, notice how many food, especially during football season, notice how many food advertisements come across. When you're watching older shows like the Jeopardy's, the Wheel of Fortune, watch how many medication commercials come across, okay? But this is about food. The food. We can't do anything without food. You can't get married without food. You can't have a funeral without food. You can't have a birthday party without food. You can't congratulate somebody unless it's food involved. Food is everywhere. And most of us, because we're under what John Rose calls the hunger spell, because we're under the hunger spell, and I'm going to tell you when you know you're on the hunger spell, if you get hungry and your stomach starts rumbling and bubbling, you're under the hunger spell. You have a serpent that is inside of you that is controlling you. You don't realize it, but you do. You have a serpent inside you. 1 gram of everything you've ever consumed in your lifetime has been stored into your body, and it's just sitting there. And it's growing, and it's breeding, and it's breeding, and it is just constantly just controlling your life. If you don't believe me, look up Beelzebub, look up Beelzebub, look up the serpent, look up mucoid plaque, and you will find out what I'm talking about. Okay, which goes back to food and eating. So, how do you overcome food? How can you take your weight back? How can you take your control back? How can you get past the food addiction that you have? Well, you have to do a solid food vacation, or you have to go on a fast, okay? No matter what you call it, you have to put the work in. You have to, if you want to overcome that. If you want to seriously drop the weight and take your life back and get back to the point where you have control, you have to do without the food. The one thing that controls you, you have to do without it for an extended period of time. For you, it may be 3 days. It may be 10 days. It may be 21 days. Heck, it might be 42 days like it was for me. All right? Who knows? There are ways that you can negotiate it where it's not as painful as doing like I did. There are ways of doing it where it doesn't impact your life the way I did it, but I needed a change, and I needed a quick change. I had to have it. So that's why I did the things that I did. My mentor, Mr. Christopher Aaron, says, if you want to experience the miraculous, you have to be willing to do the ridiculous. Okay? If you want to experience the miraculous, you have to be willing to do the ridiculous. And I was willing to do the ridiculous because I needed to take control of my life. Have I crossed over? Am I there yet? No, by far, I have not arrived. This week, I'm going to start hitting the gym again. Okay? Because now everything I've lost, I want to start building everything back up. Okay? So, how do you do a fast? It's easier and it's best that if you do it, and if your first time doing it, that you do it with a group. I have a fast that's coming up. It's an introductory to fasting. I require that you do a consultation with me before you go into the fast. I require that you have an enema bag, and I require that you listen 100% of the time. Because remember, you can't learn if you think you know. You can't learn anything if you think you know already. And if you knew already, guess what? You probably wouldn't be watching this channel. If you knew already, you probably wouldn't be interested in doing the fast. You would already be doing it, and you would already know what you were doing. So it's also easier and better to have a coach and a mentor to help you through the process. Someone you can call when you're having challenges that you can speak to, that will be there to guide you, hold your hand, and walk you through the process. It's much easier that way. Now, can you just start fast and go without water? Boom. Yes, you can do that. You sure can. By any means necessary, do it. I just strongly encourage you to do it with a coach, do it with a mentor, do it with somebody who has done it and who can lead and guide you through the process. That is what I recommend. Back to the food issue. You're going to always have food issues. The question is, will you have control over the food, or will it have control over you? Will you have control over the food, or will the food have control over you? So thank you for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you. If this has been helpful and beneficial to you, please smash that subscribe button, smash the like button, and please share this with your friends. My goal between now and the end of the year is to have 10,000 subscribers. I can't do it without your help. I need your help, okay? So this is my plea to you. I'm here. I've gone through a transformation, and I'm trying to help you get through one as well. And remember, I love you enough to tell you the truth. God bless you. Take care.